When it comes to water filtration, there are a lot of options on the market, and we're also seeing a lot of bottles that can filter water as well. And right now, especially with the hurricane season, and my thoughts go out to all those who've been affected, this could be something that could be really handy for you if you want to drink water that can be filtered. If you can get bottled water that only goes so far, plus you're in microplastics, and this could be a great way to go. And look forward to diving in and sharing with you about the bottle, but really you'll see it in action here as we filter this dirty water, which I'm excited about because I haven't even tested it with this kind of dirty water. So that's pretty exciting. I'll be sure to put my referral link in the description as well as in the comment section. So if you want to help the channel and don't mind using my referral link, that would be awesome. So they do, by the way, have some great promotions, and right as I'm doing this video, they do, so definitely check, and that could change. But let's go ahead first. I'll share with you what's included. I'll show you the inside of the bottle, and then while it's filtering, because it takes about 45 seconds, because what this bottled filter system does is uses USB power, and by the push of a button, it filters the water. So how cool is that? It makes it easier than having to push a filter to make it work. And people seem to really like the bottle. And again, so many great uses for it. So you got the bottle, you got a carabiner hook that comes with it, you got the Type-C cable, you've got this really nice quick guide, which is a glossy document. And so nicely done there. You've got this manual instruction booklet as well. And look at that box. They really did a nice job there. So we'll again go over the specs as well. Let me show you the system. As far as the material, it is BPA-free polypropylene and Trident plastic. And you're starting to see more and more products that are plastic material, Trident plastic. And so that's good. And it can definitely handle, dropping, and it seems to be pretty solid. You got a rubberized base. This really feels like a quality product, and this is nice. You got here for holding in your hand if you want, and then you can hook the carabiner hook to this and to your bag. So you've got here, you press this button, this top comes off, and this is where you would put the water in. Going to put it into this part of the top of the bottle. Now this is for debris, so if you need to put that on there in case, I noticed there's some like debris in there that probably want to avoid getting in there, but that's what it's for. So you're pouring the water right in there. Now you're going to go ahead, unscrew this, and there is the filter, and then you also have the bladder, and then this comes off. So that is the filter, and there we go. And then I need to screw this on because I don't think I screwed it on last time. So we'll go ahead and get that screwed on so it stays in place. There we go. And now we'll go ahead and put this in here, and shouldn't have to take it out unless you're changing the filter. All right, and by the way, you can put the bottle in the refrigerator, which I wasn't sure because it does use USB power, which is right there is the connector. And it also doesn't remove minerals as well, which is great. So if you're into making sure to have minerals in your water, you can pour the water in one of two ways. You can scoop it in. So if you're in a stream, you could scoop it in through there, or you could pour in. And so we'll go ahead and here we go. Let me just shake this up again. And we're gonna again put this to the test and see how clean that water comes out. And then I got the glass to have it pour into, and I'm gonna drink it. All right. All right, I think we got most of it in there. Clean that dirty water up. And now I'm gonna go ahead and the moment of truth. Now, while I'm filtering this, I'll share with you some of the specs that I have. Let me get that available here. All right, so what we're gonna do is just press that button, and in 45 seconds, it's going to filter the water. So as far as some of the specs, it is a little bit heavy, the bottle, but its capacity is 16.23 ounces. The bottled weight is 16.65 ounces. The filter weight is 2 ounces. And it does use a lithium-ion battery. And the filter can do 66 gallons in 45 seconds to filter. It does have a 100 water filtration cycle capable. And then as far as the filter, it does filter bacteria, E. coli, salmonella. It also does protozoa, chemicals, chlorine, benzene, other volatile organic compounds, heavy metals, lead, chlorine, cadmium, copper, microplastic, PFAS. Those are some you hear a lot. We got virus 99.9. There you go. So you can see it is done. And now we'll test this in a second. And then also it's supposed to improve taste. So those are the highlights. All right, the moment of truth. And you saw how dirty that water was. Wow, it was dirty. Here we go. Let's see how clean that water is when it comes out. Wow, look at that. Let's take a look. Now, the reason why the color is a little bit different, I poured some soda in there. I was testing, and so that's why some of the color is there. I do see some floating. You know what I'm gonna do? Just in case, because it's so dirty. And I do see a little bit of floating, so I'm gonna pour the water back in and run it one more time because that was so dirty. And let's just see if that might help. Pour the water back in. All right, so let's go ahead and see what we got this time. Let me just, there we go. It's not as colored this time since we filtered it a second time. And it does, I do see a little bit of floating objects in the water if I'm looking real close, but for the most part, it does, I mean, you know, compared to how dirty it was, it looks pretty clean. Let me taste a little bit of the water. So it tastes good. There's not a whole lot, but I have to say I'm pretty impressed, and it tastes good. And the proof is in the pudding. You could see how dirty that glass was when putting in there. So you may want to, just in case, put it and run through a couple of times, but there you go. So that is the end result, and quite a difference. Obviously you could see some of the remnants from what it originally looked like. So there you go, check it out. Let me know if you have any questions, and I really appreciate your time for joining me today. Thanks so much. We'll see you on the next one, and stay healthy, and wish nothing but the best. Take care.